I've been married for 20 years now. My husband had literally nothing when we met at the university. He had great potentials, so I decided to go against all odds to be with him. Back then, my dad was into politics. He was a very worldly man, so I lacked nothing. As an only daughter, I wanted to help my husband, then my boyfriend, make it in life. And so I told my dad boldly that it's him or no one else. Tima, because of the love my dad has for me, right after university, he employed my husband and made him general manager for one of his top companies. We got married right after university. My dad gifted us our first home and bought him a car. In fact, I was very fulfilled, and my husband never disappointed all of us. He kept working so hard, and today he owns one of the top companies in the country. Tima, the issue is that about 5 years ago, my husband decided he needed a personal assistant because we all agreed there was so much he could forget due to his workload. And so I introduced my goddaughter and made my husband employ her. The work is so tedious that I hardly saw her, but once in a while, she calls to check up and vice versa. She even come home most weekends to help me with one or two stuff. Tima, somewhere last 4 years, which was a year after working with my husband, she called me that she got pregnant and that she wanted to keep it, but the boyfriend doesn't really have money and was asking me for advice. Tima, I advised her to keep the baby and even requested to meet the guy, but she was always tossing, so I left it and she had the baby. Finally, and right after delivery, within 6 months, she got pregnant again. This time around, my husband was the one to even break the news to me. So I called her, then she said it's the same guy. So I even raised concerns that the guy must marry her, which she agreed. So I left it there. Tima, just last week, my goddaughter's best friend, whom she recommended, and I made my husband employ her as his PRO, asked to see me, and I was surprised. Tima, to cut the long story short, I asked this lady to come over, and to my utmost surprise, she shows me pictures of traditional marriage ceremony of my husband and my goddaughter, and went ahead to tell me that her 2 kids are for my husband as well. I asked why she's not telling me. She said she just couldn't anymore because I was so good to both her and my goddaughter. Tima, as I'm sitting here, there are so many things going through my mind. At the traditional marriage ceremony, I saw my husband's parents and his siblings. So I was asking myself, where did I go wrong? As for my goddaughter, I don't even know what to say. This girl is my best friend's daughter. She's late and she had her as a teenager. So she's now in her mid-20s. So I took it upon myself to sponsor her education since she's such an intelligent girl. I love her so much and I'm still shocked at her behavior. This world is so cruel. Tima, I am 45 years now with 2 kids. And you see, I'm just hurt and pained. Tima, a man I picked from nothing and made him something. Jesus, I feel like dying. I haven't even gathered the courage yet to ask him. I'm still his legally married wife. 2 people I do cherish and trust decided to break me into pieces. God, please, what do I do?